Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Get tempted by mouth-watering, juicy pineapples. Chill out with refreshing tropical fruit cocktails. Del Monte. Say yes to the best.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Nadda Salim with Fashion Insights. आज की episode is again about Lux Style Awards, but this time we'll cover the men, the best and worst dressed men, and also the so-so dressed men who neither made it to the best dressed nor did they make it to the worst dressed, and the reasons why I've put them in certain categories. Before I start, I would just like to say that for me, I think men have it really easy compared to women. So I don't understand how they can go wrong, because all you got to do is put on a suit with a nice shirt and a nice tie and nice shoes. It's fairly simple. It's not like women who have to make a choice from like 1,000,001 things and then the makeup and so on and so forth. For men, it's fairly simple. So, so how they didn't make it, how they messed that up is beyond me. But anyway, let's move on and let's go to the best dressed men for Lux Style Awards. The first one would have to be, without a doubt, Fakhir, the singer. As you can see from the picture, Fakhir is dressed to the T. His suit was spot on. His suit was actually fitting him so well. That's one of the things about a suit. A suit has to be fitting you well. If it's borrowed, it'll show, unless that person that you borrowed from has exactly the same physique and height, pata lag jata hai. So in Fakhir's case, it was absolutely well-fitting. The color was really nice. It was a grey suit with black collar, and usne, like, he's wearing a black shirt with it and a turquoise tie. So for me, the tie was the perfect accent that he put there, and it not only brought the look together, but it also provided a bit of that extra oomph factor, which is, which something extra, that something that, makes it all the better. It wasn't taking away, it was just making the whole look complete. At times, I thought Fakhir was actually too perfectly made. Clothes aside, was his makeup, his hair, everything was like spick and span. But like I said, there's no such thing as too perfect for LSA, because there's so many disasters. So in this case, he was like brilliant. The other best dressed man was Mohib Mirza. Mohib was again wearing a well-fitting suit. The colors were very nice. The colors, he was wearing a dark blue shirt, and that really worked with this suit. And the best thing was that, him and his wife, when they walked in together, you just couldn't help but look at them, because they both made such a gorgeous couple. They were both well dressed, and so that total that look, and then being well dressed and then being well dressed together, that was really, really nice to see. Another best dressed guy was Tappu Javeri, the photographer. He was wearing a classic black suit with a black shirt, but the way he made it his own, or added a little bit of glamour into it, was by adding this green tie. This tie, although with any other suit, or with at daytime or any other event, it would have been a bit garish, but combined with this suit and for an evening dress, for an evening event, it was actually working. And what I liked about it was that not only did he put his signature on that suit with that tie, he also told us that he doesn't take himself too seriously, or he doesn't take this too seriously, and it added a bit of humor without being like a clown. He actually looked very stylish and very, very handsome. Another person who was daring in his choice, and he actually wore a pink jacket, was Umar Farooq. And Umar Farooq was again spot on with the fitting of that suit was fantastic. It fit him like a glove. The color was bright and it attracted attention towards him. But since he's an award winner and you go on stage, that color on stage was setting him apart from everyone else. The color made it a very, very modern suit. And again, it was brilliantly chosen. So well done to him. Another person on this best dressed list is Deepak Parwani. He was wearing again a classic black suit with black shirt, and it basically you can't go wrong with this look. This was a classic look, and he carried it well, and he looked really handsome. Ali Zafar is another award winner who was on that night looking quite dapper with his classic suit. He chose a white shirt with his black suit, and with his gelled back hair, he looked different than his usual self or what we see on TV. And so overall it was like again a timeless look, but the suit fitted well to on all these gentlemen. The suit fitted and they did justice to that whole look. The right shoes, the right tie, the right shirt, the whole look was complete. Now let's go to the worst dressed. Okay, so in the worst dressed category, I will say Faisal Qureshi, the actor. He was wearing a day suit to an evening event. Then I don't have an issue with a white suit. You can have a white suit depending on what material your suit is, but I do have a problem with the shirt you pick with it, and I do have a problem with the shoes you wear with it. So in this particular case, he was wearing black tie. He was wearing a black belt with black shoes, as you can see in the picture, with this scarf. And what is with that shirt? I don't understand that whole combination. It's like he lost his belt and shoes, so he decided to wear this at the last minute, and then the shirt. Okay, my excuse, and I was trying to figure out why he would wear this particular shirt. I thought maybe he had so many changes in between his dances that he lost his shirt, so he had to borrow someone else's, and that's all. That's my excuse that I've given him the benefit of the doubt for. Then this guy, Abbas Jafri, he got the best male model. Again, what is he wearing? He's wearing a white suit, as you can see, but look at the shoes. You cannot wear that to a glamorous event on, it will be an evening event, If it was a day event, I would have said, acha chalo. If it was like a beach wedding, I would have said, chalo, theek hai. But a glamorous event, and that also Lux Style Award, this cannot be. Total disaster. Then, obviously, the Josh singers, the boys, both of them, I don't know, they were both maybe feeding off each other, and they decided to combine this look or whatever they were thinking. Much as I love their music, the suits actually are not bad at all. They fit well. It's the choice of shirt and it's the shoes. You can see in the picture the shoes are mismatched. The shirts are, they just don't look like they should go with a suit, frankly. They're casual shirts. So they really spoil the suit. So I actually felt bad for the suits. So, I hope they're learning a lesson from this, and next time they'll work on it. My so-so category for men is Ali Safina. Ali Safina was wearing, the overall suit itself is fine because it's beige, and the brown shirt and the tie and all of that. It's working in the sense that it's a well-matched set. The shoes and everything is working. What isn't working is actually the color itself. The color and the pattern, the fabric pattern, is just not an evening suit. So that overall look just didn't work for me, even though it was very well coordinated. Zahir Abbas. He's a designer, and he was also up for award, and he won that. What didn't work with him was the color of the suit is fine, the bow tie, I loved the bow tie, it made him stand out. But as you can see in the picture, the blazer fits him really well, but the trousers don't. And how is that possible? The trousers seem borrowed while the blazer seems his. And, you know, so the upper half is good and the lower half is poor. So, you know, and it makes it, because the trousers are so loose, they make him look shorter, which no guy wants, I'm sure. Another so-so selection for the evening is Adnan Pardesi, the designer. I find his look, even though he's going Eastern, and again, like I said, I don't have an issue with that. You can be smartly dressed, but this was just too boring. Just wearing a black kurta with pants, pajama pants, is just plain boring. And it really didn't do anything for me, or it didn't make him stand out. It frankly didn't even make him look glamorous or, you know, or worthy of attending that event. On top of that, the sunglasses that he was wearing, they weren't working either. There are only two people in the world who can carry sunglasses in the evening. One is Bono and the other is Karl Lagerfeld. If you're neither of them, please avoid doing that. So I think enough said for men's fashion, and if you agree or disagree with me, you are welcome to leave comments. I will take a short break and be back with the fashion tip for men.
Get tempted by mouth-watering, juicy pineapples. Chill out with refreshing tropical fruit cocktails. Del Monte. Say yes to the best.
Okay, welcome back for the fashion tip, and this time, because the subject today is men, I decided to go, and since a lot of the bad dressed ones were wearing the wrong shoes, I decided to cover the shoes topic for men. First of all, formal shoes for men. Okay, formal shoes for men are important because firstly, women notice shoes immediately. So all men need to understand that you can carry a bad suit sometimes, or an ill-fitting suit, or a shirt which is not that great. But if you wear the wrong shoes, sabse pehle the eye goes to the shoe. So your overall, you will be judged on your shoes. Let's just put it that way. Okay. And since men's shoes are quite simple, they're not really, you know, complicated. How do you select your shoes? It's very important to, whatever your budget is, I don't know what your budget, but whatever your budget is, always shop around and look for the best quality, best design for your budget. Okay, apne budget mein go for the best ones. No compromises there. Once you've selected your shoe, make sure you take care of them. Every time you wear them, they should be polished. They should be kept in boxes if you have space. Otherwise, the insole, the tees, the shoe trees they are called, your shoes should always have those, so that the shape is maintained. Because there's nothing worse than creased shoes. Creased leather shoes look really bad, okay, because they start showing pretty soon. So this is one thing. Then the other thing which you need to be informed about is that you need to invest in the colors that you have in your wardrobe. So you need to invest in shoes that go with those colors. You can't wear black shoes with white suit. You cannot wear brown shoes with gray suit, and so on and so forth. You need to understand that these shoes need to match whatever I have in my wardrobe. Not the same shoe for everything in your wardrobe, but divide your wardrobe in categories. Okay, this can carry black shoes, this can carry brown shoes, this can carry dark brown shoes, this can carry, you know, white shoes, whatever it is. Okay, but it needs to be categorized. Ek aur cheez keep in mind is, when you put a shoe tree in your shoes, not only does it maintain shape, it gets rid of the odor, because when it maintains the shape, it also helps air that inside. So when you let a shoe not have that the shoe tree, it sort of collapses over a time and the odor stays in. So this is a very important thing which you need to realize. And shoes age faster if they're not taken care of or if they lose their shape. So if you're investing in a good pair, you want to take care of it, of course. So I think that tip is enough for today. But on another note, I would just like to point a little bit that, you know, suits can be made in a lot of different fabrics. And there's woolen suits, there are cotton suits, there are linen suits. Depending on the climate, and especially we live in a boiling hot climate, so depending on the climate and the season, your fabric selection should reflect that. If you're wearing suits at work during the day and there's no AC, then your suit should not be anything but linen and it's breathable fabric. On the other hand, if you are in an AC environment, you can still wear slightly heavier ones. But the weight of the fabric is very important for suits, because suits by themselves the blazer should be, you know, solid. It should be standing on its own without the body being in there. Those who are familiar with suits will understand what I'm saying. Okay, even when the blazer is on the hanger, the shape is retained. It doesn't collapse. Okay, so anyway, I think that's long enough tip, and I shall see you next time. Bye.